Red blush is the color of the season, without a doubt. I think plummy, kind of mauvey shades have had a moment for the last like year, and now it is all about red. I've been really reluctant to do this red blush thing because I'm like, oh, it's just such a trend, but I also love it. Like, I love it. And I didn't do it. When Patrick Ta released the newest shades of his blush, I think he came out with 4 new shades. I was like, no, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon immediately. And then Rare Beauty came out with one, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I gotta test them. It's for science. Obviously, I have to test them. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Like, oh, I love them. I've never used either one of these, so this is true experiment. With the Rare Beauty, now, if you have used any of her blushes, you know this is an almost nonsensical value. And what I mean by that is, unless you are doing professional makeup every day, day in and day out, I don't know how anyone could ever get through using this blush. I mean, it's just going to take you an extremely long time because her blushes are so pigmented. And so, yeah, it's like, you know, not drugstore prices, but my God, you're gonna, this, I'll die before I use this up. I'm a little afraid of this blush because I just don't know how much to put on. So we're gonna go really light to start. Oh, that might have been too much. Shit. One of the things I want to point out about Rare Beauty, and this is something I have literally never heard anyone else talk about. I don't know why they don't promote this more. They should. So Selena Gomez has had some personal health issues, and one of them affects her mobility, which has made her, look at this already, more aware of people who are differently abled. And so when she was designing the packaging for Rare Beauty, this is not just a pretty lid. This is designed this way for people who can't grasp things, who could hold this top between, you know, fingers or body parts and still open it up. How amazing is that? Cosmetic and skincare companies consider these people. I love it. And I think it's amazing that Rare Beauty is one of the only mainstream lines available to us that has that kind of thoughtful, considered packaging. And it's crazy to me that they don't promote it and talk about it more. Like, I only found that out on an industry newsletter talking about innovations in diversity. I mean, look at, that was like not even it was so little. It's a pinprick. That is what I'm talking about. It is almost nonsensical, the volume and the value you get because of the pigmentation. Like, Jesus. Okay. I know it's a lot, but I love it. I love it. It's very, very pigmented. It's almost too much. It really is. Okay, the Patrick Ta. So Patrick Ta's compacts come with 2 products. You've got a cream, you've got a powder. His technique, which actually Dottie Pondell, who I just did a video about, is the first woman makeup artist in Hollywood. She talks about using this technique as well. So the technique is using powders first and then putting a wet product on top, which typically it's counterintuitive. It goes against traditional makeup rules of application. But the idea is that the powder doesn't leave like a skin-like finish. So when you put a cream on top of the powder, you tamp the powderiness down and it gives it more of that skin kind of glow. So we will use his technique with this powder first. I mean, I'm going really faint. I know it's giving scarlet fever, but I don't care. It looks great. It's so easy to have blush blindness. I mean, my God, I barely picked any up, and it's just, that might be more pigmented than the Rare Beauty one. I don't really want to put any more on. Well, in terms of how they look in person, they actually look identical. Like, the shades are very similar. When it comes to Patrick Ta, look at this. That powder blush is so much more pigmented than the cream. So if you are my skin tone, fair, light, what I would think would be more forgiving is actually using the cream one first, just because it's just a little more forgiving. The powder is so pigmented. If you are fair, with this shade of red, I think they look really good with very bronze skin, so I would go heavy on the bronzer to balance out that redness. In terms of ease of use, I'm gonna go with the Patrick Ta on this because that cream is gonna be way easier to use. We'll keep playing around with these. Tell me what you guys think. Are you fans of the red blush trend?